champion Zhao Xintong, a century clearance and a steal. His fifth ranking title just a few weeks ago at the Welsh Open. You got a sense with that camera shot just now as Zhao breaks off as to just how tight this venue is. And in fact, on television, it doesn't really give you the full picture of how claustrophobic the setup is when we have the two tables. The fans in the front row can literally reach out and touch the players. It's only barely big enough to accommodate two tables, but it is the best venue in the world. And Murphy, stung by that comeback from Zhao in frame two, knocks in another long red. No position to go with it, however.
Yes, the cue just kept running and running there.
Shaun Murphy, 1.
Barry Hawkins has just completed a century to level with Mark Allen on table 2. HBO Max for coverage of that. The winner of this to face either John Higgins or Neil Robertson. Robertson could actually become the new world #1 if he wins the tournament now that Trump is out. Murphy's long game is certainly like his opponent, on point. Got in with a wonderful red in the previous frame. Paid a heavy penalty for not landing nicely on what's effectively frame ball. That's a pretty decent return from long range after 2 and a bit matches here at the Crucible. 2 out of 3.
Well, clearly, Shaun Murphy is playing well because we've already seen him
6.
Make a break of 60, but he's just got to go that little step further in these frames, getting in first and then just going on to win them on scoring visit, because it's a tough school playing the world champion, who's in great form as well. And Murphy will be as aware of that as anybody. So he's got to capitalise. He's getting in with great long balls.
$14. 15. $20.
This is a little tester for Murphy, mid-range. Right in the
21.
middle. Both are queuing beautifully. Closing in on 100 Crucible centuries. Became only the second qualifier after the late great Terry Griffiths to win the title in 2005. Came from 10-6 down overnight to do so
Yellow ball.
against Matthew Stevens in the title match. And has been in 3 World Championship finals since then.
He's completely overdone it, hasn't he? I mean, he hit it too well. You could argue that he's hitting the ball so well, he's just... The cue ball has roared down the table. There's no consolation to him, but look at that cue ball. It zipped along. And he knows he has to convert these chances, but he's not going to do it this time. Because of that shot, the break has come to an end.
Shaun Murphy, 23.
Oh, that's a handy rub off the brown.
Goodness, it really is. I mean, it would have been an okay safety shot, but now it's the snooker that hitting one and not sticking anything is not easy here.
Murphy won't be at all disappointed with that outcome after Zhao got a little lucky in leaving him snookered. Played that exceptionally well. But he will be frustrated, given how well he started queuing in this match, that the 60 break didn't lead to the frame, and running out of position has given him only a 24-point lead in this third one.
He's going for this red. This is a real tough one. Oh, my word. What a shot again. I mean, he could have played safe off the left side, but that wasn't in his thought process. He's not finished perfectly by any means on a colour. He's very confident and resoundingly knocked in ball, isn't it, that? It's going to have to be the yellow, which is not easy queuing. You know, he's got all those balls under his eye line there. In fact, under his body. That's 2 reds. Oh, that's another very nice shot. He looks good today, doesn't he? Goodness me, he really does.
He's taking his game to a new level from anything we've seen in the first 2 rounds, and that is exactly what you would expect from a world champion. Going through the gears. He knows he's got a serious test in the shape of Shaun Murphy.
4.
And at the moment, early in this quarter-final, he's delivering.
11. $18. 19.
Thought he might play the cannon there, but he didn't feel the need to disturb that red. It might have gone awkwardly, I suppose, on the pink.
26.
You know, we can't assume he's going to win the frame here. He's got work to do to make that happen.
27.
He's gone a bit high on the black. Interestingly, I can't imagine he meant to quite finish there. So awkwardly placed again. Or for a mere mortal anyway. Awkward. For a second I forgot what a player he is.
34. 35.
That's the other slightly scary thing about Zhao Xintong, is that when he does make a slight mistake,
42.
whether it's a positional error or maybe a misspot, there's no trace of any impact on him in the way he continues to play thereafter. It's as though it never happened. What an asset that is to have, particularly here at the Crucible, which will test you like no other event.
The other thing about him, he walks very slowly around the table from shot to shot. I mean, I think he does that deliberately. He doesn't want to sort of be
50.
hot-headed and rushing round. Anyway, this is an awkward one now to middle. It's quite narrow, the angle to middle pocket. And
51.
things do get more difficult now, even though we're talking about the world champion. This is a tough shot. Leads by 27. Pink is just off his spot there. Doesn't really change much, but he's not quite on there, and he's going to have to get the cue ball across somewhere in that area. I mean, it's a very fine shot, but once again,
57.
the next one will be tough, and the next one is the one that really counts, because with a colour it would be frame ball. Now, what does he do? I mean, he'd be worried about missing it. And he doesn't have to go for one at all. I mean, he could play safe. I don't think he wants to. Well, look at this for a shot he's playing. I think this is a sign of what he really is as a player now, because he's not like missing a ball, but he doesn't want to take that on. He's pushed both reds safe, and that tells me he's picking up all of the important things about the game. He's in a position where he does not want to throw away the advantage, the momentum of where he is. He knows this is to lead 3-0, and Murphy could have won 2 of the frames. I think it was a very interesting shot selection. And there could be the reward straight away, although this red is not easy to middle.
Yeah. At that angle into the centre pockets, unless you're spot on, they'll stay out. And Murphy gets an opportunity. He's got to negotiate the awkward red on the side cushion. Very, very close. If it had been slightly slower, it would have dropped.
It's one of those, if you're right behind it, it's unmissable, but he wasn't right behind it. And of course, I still think it was a very intelligent shot not to go for the red before, but now you ask yourself, if you're him, had I gone for that red, would I have potted it with the extension or the spider, whatever? It's where the game can play tricks on your head a little bit. Murphy really could do with this, going in this double. I mean, he really could.
7.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near. And look where this red's ending up. Calamity for Murphy. That's the problem with the double. If you don't execute it, you're then in the lap of the gods, and that could not have worked out any worse.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing on a double, and we always say it, but if you hit the far jaw, the red will come down back towards the cue ball, and you've lost all control then. And in this case, he's lost the frame.
A frustrating start, this, for Murphy, because he's cued well. He should have won the second frame. He could have won this one, ran out of position by quite a way on his intended red.
8.
And Zhao has punished him again. It doesn't feel like a 3-0 scoreline because Murphy has played well, but that's the reality. Zhao mixing brilliance with ruthlessness.
22.
And looking every inch, the defending champion. Zhao Xintong clears the table after Shaun Murphy attempted a double, missed it, and left the red stuck up. Zhao now leading by 3 frames to